Janet Kahaata Museveni is the wife of the current Ugandan President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Janet, born on June 24, 1948, is 76 years old. She is indeed aging like fine wine. Janet and Yoweri Museveni have been married for 51 years and blessed with 4 children, namely Muhoozi Kainerugaba, Natasha Karugire, Patient Rwabwogo, and Diana Kamuntu. But how did the two meet and form a strong bond between them that would last for several years? In an interview with the BBC titled African First Ladies, Janet stated that she and Museveni were childhood friends. She knew him when she was young, and he wasn't a stranger when they were adults. Little did she know that their several years of friendship would lead to them getting married. Their feelings of intimacy surged when they met in Kenya's capital, Nairobi. At that time, they were mature adults. Janet was staying with her cousin, John Wycliffe Kazora, a respected lawyer who had fled the brutal regime of Idi Amin. Coincidentally, Museveni, at that time a rebel under the Front for National Salvation Army, FRONASA, was sneaking to Uganda from Tanzania when he met Kazora at the Hilton Hotel in Nairobi. However, following the pressure from Idi Amin, the Kenyan government forced out Kazora, who had agreed to work with Museveni to topple Amin's government. While leaving Nairobi, Kazora made Janet the messenger between him and Museveni. This upgraded their emotional feelings and they eventually fell in love. Shortly after the two got married in August 1973, they had their first child on April 24, 1974, who was Muhoozi Kainerugaba. Janet will soon follow her husband, Yoweri, back to Tanzania in exile. In April 1979, when Idi Amin's government was toppled, Janet and Museveni moved back to Uganda. Unfortunately, their stay in Uganda was short-lived when in February 1981, her husband Yoweri Museveni launched a guerrilla war against the government of President Milton Obote. Janet Museveni was forced to move back to Nairobi, Kenya, along with her children, where they stayed with friends until 1983. Later, they moved to Sweden and stayed in Gothenburg until 1986. They came back to Uganda after Museveni's National Resistance Army had overthrown Obote and Museveni was the president of Uganda. In November 2005, she joined politics, seeking the parliamentary seat of Ruhaama constituency, which she won in the 2006 general election. She was then re-elected for another 5-year term in March 2011. On February 16, 2009, she was appointed the State Minister for Karamoja Affairs by her husband. She was then promoted to the Minister for Karamoja Affairs, complete with the State Minister for Karamoja Affairs in May 2011. Karamoja is a sub-region in Uganda which comprises of 9 districts. When Museveni was re-elected on June 6, 2016, she was appointed the Minister of Education and Sports, a position she holds till now. Janet Museveni is one of Africa's most influential and iconic First Lady. This is despite what she has gone through to be where she is right now. She is said to be a no-nonsense lady with a tough stance on what she believes in or wants. She is an example to her children, all of whom have been married and had glamorous wedding ceremonies. Well, that's all about Janet Kahaata Museveni, the First Lady of Uganda. If you found this video interesting, kindly like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more amazing stories about the African continent.